Okay, well, hello everyone. And I'm so happy to be going over dream boarding and vision boarding with you tonight. And if you've done this before, kind of put everything you've done in the past aside and just treat this as a new thing, like it's the first time that you're doing it. And what you will need is a piece of paper because this is going to create the template for what you're going to be doing with your board when you have time in your free time. So, piece of paper and a pen, nothing else is required. I know Krista sent me a message. What do I need for tonight? You, a piece of paper, and a pen. Very easy. But this is going to give you the template because we're creating a new template because we've done this before. And what happens is we get derailed by things, or maybe our why changes, or something is not connecting, or we have a disconnect. And what I've found is that a lot of times we think we should do this. We think we need to do this or be this or whatever. And we're not connecting this with what the heart really wants. And so it's like beating your head against a wall, because we want this all to be in sync. Because we know whether it's our personal journey or the journey in our business, if we're not doing it from here, it's just not going to work. It's not going to be a long-term thing. It's got to be from here. So we kind of want to get out of here tonight, get more in here. And this exercise, I think, really will help and bring us to that place. So what I want to do before we start, we're going to do our little paper so we're all set up to go when we're going to do this little reflection meditation. That's going to bring us into that heart space a little more easily. And what's amazing is the things that you'll put on paper are not the things that are typically in our mind. So on your paper in the center, I want you to put a circle and put your name in the circle. Now, when you do this with images, you're going to put yourself, a picture of just you. So not a whole picture of your family, not a whole picture of a lot of people. It's just find a picture that's just you in the center, because this is you taking ownership of your process. Okay. And then the next thing you do is same paper. I just didn't want to give away the rest of it yet. So we're going to make almost like a little 4 quadrants. You in the middle as the center. And then up in the top left-hand corner, you're going to put healthy body. Top right-hand corner is going to be healthy mind. Then the bottom left-hand corner is going to be healthy finances, like the trilogy of optimal health. And then the last one's going to be fun, because if we're not having fun in life and we're just doing the drudgery of what we think we have to do, or what we think other people want us to do, we're going to be missing on a whole slice of life. So fun over here. And then we're going to put the paper down. I'm just going to put this little picture up because sometimes people feel a little awkward when they're breathing and doing things. So this is a picture my friend gave me. I have this up in my office and I love looking at this because it just is a picture of hope. It's a lotus that's open, and it's almost like all of your dreams are starting to manifest in this picture. So you can just focus your eye gaze on the picture, or you can close your eyes, but we're not going to pay attention to what anybody else is doing besides ourselves. Okay. And then when we'll go from the reflection, keeping your gaze low, not paying attention to what anybody else is doing. And we're going to spend a few minutes in each category, and we're just going to write down whatever comes to mind, even if it sounds crazy to you. Just write it down in each quadrant when we spend a couple minutes in each. And that's going to really start the wheels turning for you. There was a great quote by, the fellow who does the chicken soup for everything. He's got chicken soup for teenagers, for retirees, for everything. Jack Cornfield. But he had a really great quote, and I want you to kind of just close your eyes. I'm going to read this to you, but you can absorb it and take it in. So your brain will work tirelessly to achieve the statements you give your subconscious mind. And when those statements are the affirmations and images of your goals, you are destined. You are destined to achieve them. That's not a maybe. that's you're destined to achieve those goals. So the basis of a vision board, so by representing your goals with pictures and images, so after this, you'll take your template and spend, maybe when you have an afternoon to spend an hour or two, you'll come up with some images, because it's amazing how that visual stimulation goes in deeper, and it goes into a different part of the brain. So you want to have words and quotes on your board. That's fine. Pictures of a beach or pictures of things that you want to do. You want to go beyond just the words and have the pictures, so that it gets into that part of the brain that kind of stimulates emotion. And with emotion, something becomes more real. And if you've read that book, The Law of Attraction, what he says about that is your emotions are the vibrational energy that activates that law of attraction. The saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, certainly holds true. So that's what our process is going to be tonight. So the first thing we're going to do is just kind of close our eyes. And what you're going to do is you're going to make an O shape with your mouth, just a total, like an O, just like a little choir boy. And you're going to breathe in and out at the same speed. So think about 3 seconds in and 3 seconds out. And you're going to keep that O, because what the O does is it relaxes, it sends to the nervous system a signal to relax. And it's a huge de-stressor. And we all have had conversations today, and we've worked today. And we just want to bring ourselves into the present moment to be with this process right now. So let's do a few of those. You can close your eyes and inhale 3 seconds. Exhale 3 seconds. And just do that for a few more breaths until you're starting to feel the relaxation take hold. And you're letting any cares, any thoughts to just melt into the ground and into the center of the earth. Bringing in the mental clarity, bringing in the heart's desire. Now we don't have to think of how, we're really just thinking of what it is we want to create in our life. So now you can put your left hand on your belly and your right hand on your heart. And just take some Nice, easy, deep breaths into the belly, taking the relaxation into another level, going a little deeper. Making just a little more space for the creative process. Everything slows down, slowing down. Now imagine imagine a golden sun at the top of your head, right above that soft spot that we have at the top of our head since we were born. And imagine this beautiful golden sun blazing golden and white light. And we bring the golden sun down into the head, feeling that sensation of beautiful golden light, relaxing, and down into the throat, saturating the throat, moving down, down, down into the arms, all the way to the elbow, to the wrist, to the fingertips, bringing in deeper and deeper relaxation, bringing in more clarity, and then bringing the light from the throat now down into the heart center, filling the heart, this beautiful blazing light. And notice in the middle of this beautiful ball of light, there's a pink heart, rosy pink, and it feels soft and warm. We ask that heart to expand now, bigger than our physical heart, to fill the entire chest, feeling the warmth of that unconditional love expanding and expanding until it fills the entire body and the space around your body with every breath. So as you exhale, the light expands. Feeling the calm, feeling the openness that's being created, feeling that sense of hope, and bringing in that creativity, from the universe, from the divine, whatever feels right for you. And let's ask the heart to have the conversation with your heart to yourself. What is it that I want to create in my life? What do I want to bring into physical manifestation? If I allow myself to dream big, what are those dreams? And we ask the heart to remain soft and to remain open as we continue to explore what it is that brings us joy, what brings us happiness. So, in this last moment of this reflection, just take a nice deep breath and exhale. And just keep your gaze down and bring your paper forward and your pen. We're going to spend 3 minutes in each quadrant writing down what is coming from the heart. And if you hear a should or I have to, that's kind of the signal to go back into the heart and see if that's really coming from the heart or if it's coming from the head, from the mind that wants to control. So just pay attention. And the first quadrant is healthy body. What do you want to create? What does a healthy body look like to you, for you in your life? Write down whatever comes to mind, or I should say, whatever comes to heart. We've got 2 more minutes, so continue with the healthy body. Think about all the things that make up healthy body in your life book, your movement.
With crazy. Mama, it's all you can eat holiday buffet. Exactly. A smorgasbord of all you want, all you need. This is turkey and gravy and pie and mashed potatoes. Where's my
Just going to mute everyone so that you can be fully present. So, what does the healthy body look like? Are you hiking a mountain? Are you playing with your grandchildren, your children? What does that look like? 30 more seconds. Just write down whatever comes to mind, to heart. If you could really have anything, do anything with this beautiful body you have, what is does that look like? Finish the last thing that you're writing, and we're going to move on. We're going to just take a deep breath and move on to healthy mind. The first four elements in the life book. What pictures show up for you? What characteristics come into your space about healthy mind? Joyful, excited, hopeful. We'll take a couple minutes there. What would you like to explore with your mind? What are some things you'd like to do? Maybe you want to read some books that will move you forward. Maybe you want to say goodbye to being the victim or the perpetrator or the rescuer. As you know, as being coaches, we're pretty good at rescuing. So we'll take one more minute. Just let the pen flow. What does a healthy mind look like to you? Write down your last thing that you're writing. And hand on heart to recenter. Deep breath. And exhale. Bottom left-hand corner, healthy finances. If you had healthy finances or abundance in your life, what are some things you'd like to do? Some people commonly say get out of debt, but what would getting out of debt look like? That's what you want to put on your vision board. What does that look like? What does that freedom look like? What if you didn't have to think about a mortgage or a car payment? How free would that feel? What about putting kids through college or a college fund for your grandkids? What would that look like? Thirty more seconds of finances. And remember, from your heart, what do you want to manifest financially? Maybe you'd want to give money to your church. Maybe it's okay to want things. It's okay to desire things. Maybe you want a new car. Maybe you want one of those super duper play sets for your kids for outside and your grandkids with the fancy slide. So finish writing your last thing. And hand on heart, take a breath. And exhale. So we're clearing your head space, clearing the heart space for fun. What does fun look like to you? What would having fun look like with your family, your friends? Maybe it's the beach. Maybe it's the mountain. What are some things that you have not dared to do, not dared to dream of? Usually fun has the most answers. Think about if you had a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances, what would fun look like to you? So we're taking the limits off, taking the shackles off, you're taking the restrictions off. What does that look like to you? What does that feel like to you? 30 more seconds. Your vision board template should look pretty messy right now. And if it does, it's a good thing. So write your last thing down, and then we're going to put the hand on the heart, symbolizing that all these ideas are going to be manifest in conjunction, in synchronicity with the heart. So deep breath. And exhale. With your eyes closed, before you start to come to a close, you just want to give gratitude, because gratitude is something, gratitude is the secret sauce. It's a secret sauce of manifestation that is really, really key to lighting a fire under a lot of these things that we want to create. So let's just spend a minute in silence, just being gratitude, just in gratitude for the space that we have tonight, for the people in our lives, for this exercise of opening the heart. And I'll call you back in a minute. So the last thing I put on this retreat is also a really important um, thing to know. And you may have read this in Dr. Anderson's books. You may have heard him speak at all of the different workshops he does, but he talks about that power of the subconscious mind, right? And that's why he wants us to turn off all of our electronics, and says don't have an argument the last thing with your significant other before you go to bed, because in that last 45 minutes at night before we go to bed, that's when that's what this is going to run through the subconscious mind all night long. So you want to fill the subconscious mind with all the good stuff. So whether you do your vision board and you put pictures, that's going to be the most powerful. But even if you don't do that, take what you have written on here and read it to yourself at night. Read what you want to manifest in there at night. And then go to bed. No more talking. You can be in prayer, you can do, in contemplation, but you really want, that, I mean, it's such a gift that will run for you for the next 8 hours and you don't even have to think about it. So again, that will pull you to the things that you're looking to manifest. So I'm going to stop recording. So hold on a second.